Today we are going to be taking a look at Durham animal feeds. Now, if you are a pet parent and are looking for a raw dog food, Durham animal feeds is one of those budget brands that tend to come up all the time. And in this video we are going to break down how good and how reliable Durham animal feeds is. Now, the first thing I will say is that I have no affiliation with Durham animal feeds and I am completely independent, so I can therefore be honest with you. So in this video we are going to be showing the ins and outs of Durham animal feeds as we see it. The reality for a lot of us whenever we get into raw dog food is the realization that raw dog food can indeed be quite pricey, can indeed be quite expensive. So we try naturally to look for some of those budget brands and some of those brands that are a bit more friendly when it comes to our money. And Durham Animal Feeds is one of those budget brands that always get mentioned. Now, we are talking about one of the OGs, one of the big daddies of the raw dog food in the UK. This company was established in 1969 and ever since then they have been providing raw dog food for the UK. The first thing I will say is that this company is DEFRA approved and is part of the UK pet food agglomeration. This means that they are completely legitimate. This is one of my pet peeves whenever we talk about raw dog foods. We seem to have more and more companies cropping up that are not DEFRA approved and that do not follow any rules or regulations whatsoever, and we therefore want to avoid those altogether. So with Durham Animal Feeds, at least we know that they subscribe and they adhere to rules and regulations. So that's a big thumbs up for Durham Animal Feeds. Now, as you can see on the screen, we have a lot of options whenever we talk about raw dog food. We have standard minces, we have premium dinners, we have boneless chunks, we have bones with meat, and we have all variety of different products. And this is inevitably the case with a lot of the raw dog food providers. The range keeps getting bigger and bigger, so you now can buy whatever you want from Durham Animal Feeds only. But inevitably, what you are here for is for me to say whether this is a good or a bad dog food. So we are going to take a look at some of the recipes and some of the ingredients so we can then pinpoint whether this is a good or a bad food. We are going to randomly select 2 or 3 recipes and we are going to be talking and discussing them. The first product we are going to be reviewing is the turkey mince, and this is one of those standard lines. And we have turkey cuts, bone, heart and liver. We have turkey and tripe mince, turkey and tripe cuts, bone, heart and liver. And then again we have the turkey and apple mince with some turkey cuts and apple, no core or pips, bone, heart and liver. Now, straight away we can see that these ingredients are not extremely specific. We see something like turkey cuts, we see something like liver cuts, we see chicken cuts, and this is of course something a bit more vague than you see on the premium brands. So inevitably, whenever we talk about Durham Animal Feeds and how affordable they claim to be, and they are affordable, they tend to sit in the budget category for raw dog food. So a lot of those ingredients are going to be a bit more vague and a bit less quality than your premium brands. So as long as you're aware of this, this is absolutely fine. As we can see in some of their premium products like the chicken dinner free range, we see free range chicken cuts. Again, that random cut, that vague term. We have bone, heart, liver and spleen. So they do follow the 80-10-10 and they do not add any vegetables whatsoever, which is a pure 80-10-10. Now, in the pet food industry, in raw food, we know that there are two camps, one that adds veg and one that don't add any vegetables whatsoever, and either or are equally as good. So I wouldn't put too much emphasis on this. And for this particular product, they do not add any vegetables, and you would not need to add any vegetables if you were a pure 80-10-10 raw dog feeder. They do offer some left field options such as horse mince, and again we have minced horse meat with offal, and this would be ideal if your dog has any sort of sensitivities or any sort of allergies. Choosing something that's out there like horse, whether you ethically align with it or not, can be very beneficial for your dog. If your dog has any allergies, your dog might be more susceptible to be allergic to chicken or beef than they will be to horse or something like kangaroo, for example. So choosing some of these random and more left field options can actually be a lifesaver for a lot of pet parents. Now, how good is Durham Animal Feeds? Well, we have been in the industry for quite some time, and we can actually relay some information back to you. How good is Durham Animal Feeds? The one pet peeve that a lot of people do put up with or do claim is that the bone content is out of whack all of the time. It's not reliable. Whenever they put bone percentages, if they put bone percentages at all, those tend to be quite unreliable, and they do tend to have a bit more bone content than other minces or other raw dog foods, and this for some dogs can be a bit of a problem because they might get constipated, because a lot of these foods might not be suitable for them and they might upset their tummies. Why? Excess bone in a diet can actually be a bit of a problem for certain dogs. So if this were to be the case for your dog, these could be a problem. Having said that, we can see that there is no particular reason why you should fear or why you should not try Durham Animal Feeds. Durham Animal Feeds are regulated. They are one of the OGs in terms of raw dog food in the UK. They are reputable, they are reliable, they are a family business, and they are one of those foods that have been doing it for a very, very long time. So they will have the supply chain logistics to give you your food on time and to be as reliable as they can. I would emphasize that Durham Animal Feeds sits at the budget for raw dog foods in the UK. So if you are looking for a premium product, Durham Animal Feeds won't be what you are looking for. They sit at the bottom tier in terms of quality and affordability. They are very, very affordable. Something they plaster all over the website. Is it good quality? Yes, it is good quality. Are you going to compromise? Yes, you are going to compromise. Is the bone content not reliable 100%? Yes, the bone content might not be 100% reliable. Should this put you off trying them? I don't think it should. So Durham Animal Feeds can indeed be the option, your forever raw dog food. If you feed Durham Animal Feeds, or if you are considering feeding Durham Animal Feeds, let me know what you think in the comments, and I will see you in the next one.